And you've been very uncharitable. You just said I have not read the emails.
No, I'm glad you're reading it. Then let's read the thing.
Why did you say that I have not read the email?
Because anyone who's read it would know that I'm pushing digital India. I'm pushing Make in India.
I know
and
that.
Before it is
I know that, but you know I never do interviews without going through this stuff.
No, I know that. That's why I know you, because you and I went to the same college. You are known for due diligence. That's why you have such a standing.
We were part of the same debating society as well. But my question is, he writes to you on 4th October 2014.
Yeah.
He says, tell him you will organize his trip to India to meet with science and tech people and social networking gurus. My question is, under what authority does a Jeff Epstein tell you to organize a meeting for the LinkedIn chief?
Jeff Epstein in 2014 is somebody who's known to everybody. Somebody asked me, didn't you know who he was? No, I didn't know who he was. In 2008, he had some problem in Florida and he served house arrest. But in 2014...
That's my question. In 2008 alone...
Can I complete this? 2014, when I meet him, he's meeting the whole world. He's meeting heads of state, heads of government. He's meeting prime ministers and president. At that stage, when we found out that there is something wrong with the guy who's more controversial, my first meeting, I had a sense of unease.
What sense of unease?
I'll tell you, when my boss then, Terry Rod Larson, turned around and said, I want to take you and the chairman of the thing and the members of the board of highly respectable people, to a evening event somewhere. I said, where? You know, he jokingly said, I won't tell you because you'll Google the place and you might not come. So I said, and how will I reach a place if you don't tell me where it is? So he said, Anna, the driver, will bring you there. Then I asked Anna, what is the address you're taking us? I don't think she also knew. I Googled the address and I told my other colleague, should we go? They said, well, you're going as part of a group. And he refers to that. There are a lot of people in that evening. I don't know if it's the same event, but my first meeting was, there is Woody Allen there, there is a prime minister of some ex-prime minister there, there are, Kevin Rudd, his name is mentioned, Prime Minister of Australia, I'm there. After a little while, you sit there, have that, and you come away. Now, in 8 years, you've met this guy 4 times. Yes, he says, meet somebody called Reid Hoffman. Reid Hoffman is a very respectable man. He is the founder of LinkedIn.
Yes.
And I send him a detailed mail saying, please go and invest in or look at India. What are the arguments I use?
No, I know the arguments you are using.
Then I
know the arguments you are using. Mr. Puri, this constant assumption by you that I have come to meet you without reading the emails is absolutely wrong. Because I've seen the arguments, but I still have a follow-up question. Am I allowed to ask the follow-up question?
You're allowed to ask any question.
Yes.
If after reading the email, you still come back to who Epstein was, I know who Epstein was. I discovered lately and I walked away from that.
I'm not questioning your intent, because in that